Hey there, fam. I didn't get to come on yesterday, Monday, for Monday messages to Michael because I threw my back out and I was in a lot of pain. So I'm gonna do a partial today, a little Monday message because, yeah, I was just being with the pain because what else do you do when you throw your back out? You just have to take care of that part. So I thought, hey, it's beautiful and sunny, and I just went for a walk, feeling a little bit better. So why not? Why not? And there was something I was thinking about yesterday, and I had a conversation with somebody, and it occurred to me, and it's something that was on my mind when I stepped in, and tapped in, is that we cannot be all for everyone. We cannot be all for our children. Okay, especially for our children. I will say that as a parent. I think that really resonates with me the most. We cannot be all for our partner, our spouse. And the problem is when we start to do that, when we step into this place where we want to be all for them and do all and be all, is that we forget that we exist, okay? In the capacity of that we have our own needs and wants to fulfill, right? So when we start to do that, our feelings start to get hurt when things don't lay out, or expectations, if you will, are not met in this space. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we start to kind of get resentful, angry, get a little butthurt, if you will, when things are not going how we figured they would go because we're supposed to be it. For that person, those people, those children, that spouse, the partner, whatever, you get what I'm saying here. So if that is the case, right, and you are thinking about this, I'm saying it, well, that's great, Dawn, but how do I step out of that, right? I would just start simply by asking yourself what you agree with, what you don't agree with, and why, okay? Because you're going to come up with a whole bunch of things. And then I don't want people to get accountability twisted here, right? Like, in regards to taking accountability doesn't mean you judge the shit out of yourself for your part in it, okay? I think that's what trips us up, all right? And by the way, Archangel Michael, they all agree to this. This is what we spoke upon, is that we really misconstrue that because we take accountability for something is that we then get to just like tear ourselves apart or rake ourselves over the coals for it. And that's not it. And that's the part that makes, enter shame, guilt, and blah, 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 all that stuff, all that growth stuff, right? That has no place, that doesn't serve you. So I would just simply start there. If you are this person currently, or you are constantly giving yourself, if you are trying to be all for everyone else and not yourself, please reach out. Okay? And just simply start with, what do you agree with, what you don't agree with, and why? Okay? And then work your way. I'm not going to stay up, I'm going to stay down, right? Because we got to take that shit apart. Like, we got to peel that stuff back, onion, layer by layer, like an onion, okay? To get to the knit and grit. And that place can look real scary for people. Because, again, that's when accountability rises. But then that's when we start to judge ourselves as humans. And that's not needed. Okay? Can I just lend that to you, right? Can you just take that? If you need permission here to stop friggin' judging yourself or your past, because, girl, let's not get it twisted. At 44, I am not even close to the person I was at 19. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm going to judge that version of myself. And are you out of your mind? For what? Let's be real. You worked with what you had and what you knew, okay? Like, so stop that. Does that help? At that point in my life, I was working with what formed me as a child, what I knew of every situation experience I had that I could relate to. And at 44, I'm not the same. Girl, I'm even close, okay? So just maybe take that, okay? Take that. If you're being accountable for stuff, you don't judge yourself for it. Accountability means you're owning it. It doesn't come with, I'm going to just be really mean to myself and judge myself for it. Okay? That was long-winded, but this was necessary. Absolutely necessary. Okay? So, yeah, reach out. I'm here. I got you. Have a nice day.